Okay, I'll come back to the contract and let me just talk about the issue of school, education.
Yeah.
Let's tie everything together in terms of where you were education-wise and where you are now in terms of education.
Yeah.
What's the status? Because I know undergraduate, did you finish school?
I didn't finish. Because for me, I think I finished secondary school in 2011. And I didn't get into uni that year. So that 1 year that I had a lot of time on my hands, that's when I started, okay, you know, recording more music, started bettering my craft. And 2012, I got a record deal. 2013, I got admission into Unilag. So going to school, you know, 2012, I wasn't as famous as I was in 2015. So 2012, I was still able to go to school, go to classes. First year, it was quite a drag because...
What are you studying?
Marine biology.
Okay.
So, I mean, this is me now because me finishing secondary school, I didn't know I was going to be a musician. I finished secondary school off like science class, you know, I did my physics, geography, chemistry and all that. So finishing secondary school and making that switch, that's why a lot of people from my secondary school, when they heard that, you know, I started making music, they were like, but you were not even in art class, you know, so like how does that relate, science student, you know, becoming a musician? So by the time I wrote Jam, my qualification I had could only get me into, you know, like the science faculty. So I was like trying to see, okay, what do I do, what do I do? I went for marine biology, and I mean, I'd fallen so much in love with music that I was like, how do I switch from science faculty to like
marine
arts?
Became a distraction.
Yeah, I was like, how do I switch from like science faculty to arts or something? And I remember very well in 2013, 2014, I took some time off music to like focus on school, because around that period it was mind-boggling, because 2012 we've put out these videos, we've put out this music, but you know, the feedback, like what we were expecting to get was not what we were getting. So
I mean, sorry to cut you, but because the reason I'm asking this is music is what you love. It's good. You're coming to the point where you know that it's not just about the talent, there's structure. And education plays a very major role. So what is your, if you had a decision to make now about education, about schooling, what decision would that be right now?
Right now, if I could, I would take some time off music and just go and finish off my education. But I think my career is at a point where I can't really take that time off music, because the Nigerian music industry is
you can't be too far.
Exactly. It's excessively competitive. Like there's somebody putting out new music every day. There's some new artists that's, you know, coming out every day.
We'll come back to that. We're on a quick break. We'll be back with YCEE right here on Rubbin Minds. Stick around. Welcome back to Rubbin Minds. We have YCEE in the house, just catching up on the past, the present, and the future.
Definitely.
Talking about the future, just want to finish up on the issue of education. And so what did you say you were going to do right now? Take some time off and go and do what exactly?
I think I will study something that's a lot more entertainment inclined, because that way, you know, if I'm doing marine biology and I would want to do something that would see me in the entertainment industry even after I am, you know, because I know I can't be a performing artist for as long as I can, and it's a cycle. You go, you come.
What's the scariest thing about your career path right now that scares you?
I think age. You know, it's one thing to be in the spotlight. You're going out almost every night. You're having a good time. You're going to these shows, performing in different places, traveling. Then another year is the birthday. When you're like, oh man, I'm 25. Next year I'm going to be 26. Before you know, you're 30. Before you know, you're 40. So you have to think ahead. Okay, by the time I'm 40, what's going to happen? I'm not going to be jumping on stage. You know, I'm not going to be doing as many tours as I am now. So I think me taking time off music now and studying something a lot more entertainment inclined, let's say mass communication, business management,
entertainment law or something.
Exactly.
Maybe.
Possibly, you know, going to something that will put me in a position where I might go into consultancy, or, you know.
Just who's that Nigerian artist that does it for you in terms of he's got his stuff together, like he's relevant, he's been able to plan, and you see him or her around for a long time?
I'll say MI. MI is like the embodiment of planning and execution, because he's a strategist. Like any move that MI makes, you know that it's been well thought of, and there's like, so I really respect that about him. I really respect.
Who do you think is a threat to you as an artist?
I would say nobody, because I'm at a point where I'm like very, very well balanced. I can rap equally as good as I can sing. So if people think because YCEE is a singer and he will be threatened by another rapper, then they have another thing coming for them.
I want to know what that thing is, though. But
everybody will find out soon enough, because you know the conversation about Nigerian hip hop is not something that we would even have time to.
You don't want to go down there.
Exactly. So
we don't want to start that on this show. But when it comes to hip hop, where do you think people? I mean, who's that hip hop legend to you that has basically stood the test of time in Nigeria, especially? In
Nigeria, I'll say MI. MI equally has, you know, he's been around. MI came into hip hop at a time where a lot of people didn't see it as.
I thought you say Mode 9 or something like that.
No, I'm getting to that. Like, people didn't see it as being a profitable venture to be a Nigerian rapper, because people would think of Mode 9, and you know, no disrespect to Mode 9. Mode 9 is one of the most amazing lyricists I've ever listened. I've been opportunity to meet him one-on-one and listen to even some unreleased music, and I was like, wow. But MI gave us hip hop in a way that was commercial, that people now started saying, okay, I think after MI there was an emergence of a lot more rappers, because you know MI was getting paid off of music.
All right, let's talk about your album. What's that about? What's happening with that? How much work was put into that album? Did you write some songs, for example?
I write all my stuff. If I'm allowed to say right, all my lyrics are 100% mine. Like people that know me know I'm very stubborn in the studio. Even when, you know, someone's trying to use this line, I will still find a way to, you know
the L word.
I know the L word. I think the only person that I listen to in the studio is Tiny, because he has an amazing ear for music. So if it's not like, people always, most times I get like trouble in my mind, because they'll be like, if it's not Tiny that's talking to me to do this, I won't do it. So
is that a good or bad thing?
I feel like it's a good thing, because it gives me my own, you know, I like to have a certain amount of control over my creative process, and I wouldn't want to be in a position where, you know, some people will feel like they assisted me. So the album currently is my debut album, you know. There's been a lot of changes to the names, because we're trying to like...
Throw some of the names out, let's hear.
There's been Balance, there's been SOTA, which is short for Son of the Alaji. There's been SOON, Soon, which is something out of nothing. But I think right now where we
kind of like all three.
Yeah, but where we are right now is... I think this is the first place I'm going to actually talk about. So where we are right now is ANBT, which is Ain't Nobody But a Dan. So that's like my tagline, and maybe
you should throw it to the public, see what they say.
We'll see what they say.
YCEE, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for coming
Thank
aboard.
You for having me.
I wish you all the best.
Thank you so
much.
And
if you need some recommendations or reference on the school thing, I can help you with that.
Definitely.
I'm a professor.
And one more thing I would like to, before I leave, one more thing I would like to, you know, endeavor every young person out there to please make sure you get your PVC and come out in 2019 to execute the change that we so much want to see. So get your PVC ready and know what you're doing next year. And also I have a new single coming out this week.
What is it called?
Your Love. So new music this week. Get your PVC. Let's change Nigeria.
Bros has done all my work for me. So get your PVC. I'm Oscar, so join me same time on Rubbin next week. Have a wonderful, wonderful day ahead. Bye for now. We represent